Hi, Sarupa here from sarupashah.com and the soulagentblog.com. I'm having a really quick break from coaching calls today because I wanted to talk to you about Money Bootcamp. I've been getting a few questions. I've been getting people that are saying that they're sat on the fence and they're waiting for proof, as in they're waiting for money to come in. You know, how many times have you done that to go, well, if it's meant to be, the money will come in? And you know, that kind of old paradigm behavior worked, but in 2014 it's about being a go-getter and trusting your intuition. So if your intuition is guiding you, then you ought to take action. It literally is like that saying that many people use, that if you fly off the cliff, your wings will appear. You've got to take the leap of faith and trust. But I wanted to share a story with you about when I did that. I decided one day that the business that I had, which was very, very spiritual, focused on channeling and healing and working with people from a purely spiritual point of view, had to go. It had to completely go. I was going to reinvent myself and my business to be more in alignment with what I wanted. It was building up, but then when the change happened, I was in Arizona working with a coach. So when I came back, it was like goodbye to the kind of nearly 5,000 people I had on my list back then. So it was like a goodbye to them. I'm going off. I'm going to change everything. I'll let you know how it goes when I've got it all sorted. So I didn't even wait in parallel. I just said goodbye to one side of the business because I knew I had to do that. So I then had the domain name sarupashah.com. I put a page up going coming soon. I had no list, but I was working, you know, really intuitively and powerfully on copy to create who my ideal client was and to really get into the essence and the message of what I was here to do. I worked with someone to help me with some of my message development. I had a writing coach anyway as well. I had my spiritual mentor and my business coach. So support has always been really, really big in my life, because if I want to grow, I get support. Every time I reach a new, like attain a new kind of financial goal, it's because I've had support in my life. It's because I've had a mentor. It's because I've decided to invest in me and grow. So during this time, when I defied what would be business knowledge about having a list, having a website, I actually hit my first 6 figures in my business. Now, I'm not saying that lists are bad and that you shouldn't have a website, because I definitely focus on list building. You know, they're like having people browsing in your shop. They're the people that you can build a relationship with, and we all love to do business from people that we like, trust and know, and we know who are going to show up. It's no point creating a list that you don't write to, and having a website is your shop front. So I'm not denying any of those things. But when I look back at what happened at that point, yes, there were people saying to me, oh my God, you've said goodbye to your list, or how are you going to work with these celebrities that you're now aiming for? And that was, you know, the concept that I was creating at the time. And I wasn't really hanging around with celebrities or knew how to really access them. I just knew inside of me that's what I had to do. It was my belief. I followed my intuition. It was my belief. When my belief faltered, I used tools that I had created and developed over time to get back into that place of power. And in fact, in about 3 months from kind of getting really clear on who my clients were and what I wanted to do, what my message was, that was when I hit 6 figures in about 3 months. And I worked with people who were celebrities in various industries, including our own entrepreneurial industry. People kind of said, oh, you have to meet Sarupa. I was being introduced to people, or people had heard of me through somebody else and made contact. So it was a really kind of, you know, it's that interesting way when people come to you, but it's based on the fact that I believed in me and I trusted in me. I followed my intuition and I took action. And I want to inspire you to do exactly the same in your life, in your business, not just in 2014, but forevermore. And if you join me at Money Bootcamp, you know, intuition is an area that we're going to cover, how you can really use intuition for changing your money consciousness. We're also going to be looking at the kind of action that you need to take. So we will be looking at planning. We will be looking at the kind of structure that you need for business. But we're also going to be looking at your beliefs and all the processes and all the tools and all the teaching that I share is everything that I have used and still use in my life. So there's no glass house I'm sitting in saying you have to do it this way. It is stuff that I use when I'm maybe hitting a limitation, or when I'm about to grow, or when I'm choosing that this is the time to expand. and this is what I need to do. So where the exercises that I'll be kind of giving to you over the 4 or 5 weeks that we're working together on Money Bootcamp are exactly the kind of things that I use. So if you want to find out more, click on thesoulagentblog.com/moneycamp. So the link should be below, but if it isn't, type it into your browser. It's thesoulagentblog.com/moneycamp. Check out the details. We've got 2 classes starting next Wednesday, the 5th of February, a daytime class and an evening class. That's UK daytime, UK evening, so it fits with people all around the world. There are no excuses for you to say, well, I live somewhere else, I can't join. If you want to change your money story, and when you change your money story, you're changing it for your daughters, your sons, all the people that will be coming after you. You're changing it for the planet, not just for you and your business. So this really is planetary work, even though it's going to be focused on you as the individual. It's that 101 monkeys theory. So the more people that do this, the quicker the whole world will shift and transform into abundance, okay? And that's not grandiose, that really is the case. Those of you that are called to changing your money story, to changing your money consciousness and doing the inner work are really changing the world too. So check it out, and I hope to see you in class next Wednesday.